Marco Aponte Moreno, who's a professor of international negotiations at the USC Marshall School of Business. Welcome to The Story Is for the first time.
Thank you for having me.
So Russia being targeted here. We have not seen that. We've seen plenty of the Venezuelan tankers. Mm-hmm. Why is that significant, and how does that potentially change the game here?
Sure. Venezuela has been in an oil blockade for a while from the U.S. It's a dictatorship. So part of the strategy to put pressure on the dictatorship is to stop the flow of money. Venezuela is an oil-producing country. Most of the money comes from oil. So all these vessels have been sanctioned because it's not in the interest of the U.S. for this oil to go to Russia. So 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago, when the vessel was spotted in close to Venezuela, it disappeared, and now it's spotted over there. So it's just all part of the strategy to stop the flow of money into the country.
And do you think Russia heard the message?
Well, I'm sure they know what happened. Yeah.
Talk more broadly, as a Venezuelan native yourself. You know, we've seen all these different tankers that have been captured. Who gets that oil now? And who gets the money from that oil?
Yes. So it's going to be the U.S. The strategy, because in Venezuela there's a dictatorship. So, and the Trump administration has decided that they have to put a lot of pressure on the country, hoping there's going to be a regime change. Mm-hmm. At the beginning, the argument was that the government is involved in drug trafficking, and that is true, but I think it's more than that. It's to provoke a regime change in Venezuela. So 3 things have been done. The first one, the most important one and most impressive one, was when they actually took the dictator, Maduro, on Saturday, mm-hmm. captured him and took him to the U.S. The second one is there's an army displayed in the southern Caribbean in front of Venezuela, and that increases the leverage of the U.S. to dictate what should happen in the country. And then the final one is stopping the flow of money.
And when you say an army, really it's the Navy, right?
The
US Navy
it's like
that is out at sea.
Yeah, I meant to say a military display.
Yeah.
Correct.
And that's really important because it's not necessarily boots on the ground, but it's the Navy out there.
Yeah.
So lastly, you've been in touch with so many people in Venezuela. This is where you come from. What are you hearing from your sources on the ground?
Well, people are very happy with what happened to the dictator on Saturday, of course. You know, it's a dictatorship that lasted 26 years. Mm-hmm. At the same time now, people are concerned because there is a lot of uncertainty. What's going to happen? The person who took over now is Maduro's vice president.
Right.
So the regime is still there. People aren't celebrating on the streets because there's a lot of fear that, you know, the regime will retaliate against them if they celebrate that the dictator was taken out. So uncertainty, people are watching, and people are, I think, happy.
Marco Aponte Moreno, professor at the University of Southern California, my alma mater. Great to have you in here. Thank you so much for sharing your perspective.
Thank you for having me.
And as we like to say at USC, fight on.
Yeah, fight on.
All right, still to